Welcome to another edition of Story Behind the Shot. I'm your host, Skipper Bob Bartlett, and this is the story of Finnegan. The story begins with the great iceberg season we had last year, with several large icebergs hanging around for months prior to the start of the whale watching period of June through September. We began getting coverage from major news outlets such as ABC, Washington Post, CBC French Canada, and Maclean's Magazine. It was the Maclean's Magazine shoot where we first saw Finnegan. There had been no whales previous to the shoot, just spectacular icebergs. I can remember the reporter asking if there would be whales, and I told him no. It would be too much to ask for a whale to be framed in an iceberg photo that early in the season. This was April month, about 2 months from the arrival of humpbacks from the South North Atlantic. Much to my surprise, it did happen, and Finnegan was the whale that made it happen. Finnegan had a large slice in his dorsal fin, which is likely a collision with commercial shipping. It resembles something like a pigtail at the right angle. Finnegan moved up to a part of the bay where he settled in, eating krill and/or plankton, and he seemed well fed and happy where he was. Often we could see him corralling food by blowing bubbles through the water column. He occasionally met another whale, but never moved off with him as I would have expected. I always felt that whales are social animals and they like being around each other. Some are solitary, but we all like the company now and then. And every now and then, Finnegan liked to show off for us. And he did a very good job of it. But the feed was so good so early in the season, and the main food stock of the humpbacks had not arrived yet, the capelin. The odd thing is that Finnegan, in the right mood, could be more interested in watching us than we were of him. He afforded us so many great photo opportunities, and it was almost as if we became friends. Certainly I look forward to the visits, and our guests were amazed beyond belief that a wild animal was so interested in their adventure. I often wondered who was watching who. It was during one of our close encounters with Finnegan that we actually named him. A group of us were on a tour and he got real close, and we started discussing about how we should start to call him.
Yeah. He's going underneath the boat.
Oh my god, he's under the boat.
Yeah. This is absolutely fantastic. Here we go.
Here we go. Hi, fella. What do we call him?
I don't know what we call him. There's got to be a funny name that we can put on him with a bad fin or whatever. Finnegan, yeah. That's what we can call him.
Finnegan.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. There you go. So he's showing off now.
Yeah, he is. For
Yeah.
sure, eh?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So here we go. He's gonna put on a show, yeah. He's going to line up. He's gonna put on a show.
As time went on, Finnegan got closer and closer. We might see him up to 3 times a day when it was busy, and again he afforded us such great photo and video opportunities. can imagine getting a still underwater shot from the side of our Zodiac. Repeated opportunities. And how many genuine shots do you see of man and nature appreciating each other? With the arrival of his main food source, the capelin, I should have expected him to leave to get nice and fat for the upcoming migration south. The last day that I saw Finnegan, there was an especially touching moment where man and nature became one. I didn't know what it was, that it was a goodbye, since the best of the season was still ahead. Finnegan left the same way he had arrived, suddenly, and I was as shocked that he was gone from my life as quickly as he entered it. I had wanted to swim with Finnegan as I managed to do with other whales, but circumstances didn't allow it to happen. Friends on the silver banks of the Dominican Republic, where I studied whales before, said they would keep an eye out for him, but so far no news of his arrival there. Now we're all waiting for his return from his travels to come share in his wonderful way as we did last summer. Thanks Finnegan for all the memories, and we'll see each other soon.
Thank you.